A pregnant woman is about to sit in a chair. Just then, two rude women put their purses on the chair and say, "Are you blind? This seat is already taken." The pregnant woman says, "You can keep your purses on your laps." One of the women replies, "No. Get out of here." The pregnant woman says, "Please let me sit. I'm in a lot of pain." The sign clearly says that elderly people and pregnant women should get priority. The rude woman says, "Why should we care? If you want to sit, sit on the floor." The pregnant woman feels very sad. A few minutes later, a nurse walks in. One of the rude women asks, "Has the doctor arrived yet?" The nurse replies, "Not yet. She'll be here soon." The woman says, "We've been waiting for 2 hours. How much longer?" The nurse says, "Please wait just a little longer." The nurse notices the pregnant woman and says, "Please sit here." But one of the rude women shouts, "Are you blind too? Can't you see our purses are on those chairs?" The nurse says, "What are you talking about? Can't you see she's in pain?" The sign clearly says that elderly people and pregnant women should be given priority. The rude woman angrily tears down the sign and starts laughing. Then she says to the nurse, "If I want, I can get you fired. Don't forget your place. Now get out of here." The nurse walks away sadly. After a while, one of the rude women goes to the restroom. The pregnant woman sits in the empty chair. Just then, an elderly woman arrives. She asks a rude man, "Please let me sit." The man says, "Get out of here." Then she asks one of the rude women, "Please let me sit." The woman replies, "No." The pregnant woman kindly gives her seat to the elderly woman. A few moments later, the rude woman comes back. She angrily shouts, "Who told you to sit there?" The elderly woman gets scared and says, "The pregnant woman let me sit here." The rude woman says, "That's my seat. Get out of here." A little later, the nurse comes back and says, "The doctor has arrived." Then she says to the pregnant woman and the elderly woman, "Please come in first." The rude woman angrily says, "Have you lost your mind? We've been waiting here for 3 hours and you're taking them first?" The nurse replies, "Don't you have any kindness? They're both in a lot of pain." The rude woman says, "So what?" The nurse sadly goes to the doctor and tells her everything. A little later, the nurse comes back outside. The rude women keep arguing. Then the doctor comes out and says, "This is a hospital. You should be ashamed of yourselves." She looks at the first rude woman and says, "One day you will grow old too. Don't you have any compassion?" Then she turns to the second rude woman and says, "You treated this pregnant woman so badly, and now you are pregnant yourself. Now you'll understand how she feels." The rude woman says, "No, that's impossible. You're lying." The doctor hands her the medical report. The rude woman angrily tears up the report. She and the man leave in anger. The doctor says to the nurse, "Please bring the pregnant woman and the elderly woman inside." Friends, what do you think? Did these two rude people get what they deserve? Share your opinion in the comments.